Before I make any more videos, I just need a moment to talk with you. What's poppin'? Happy 2019. It's good to see you here. 2018 started off with so much promise. I had really only two primary running goals, and they seemed very achievable. Pleased, happy to announce what my major run goal is for this year, and that's to break 5 minutes in the mile. Now, one of my secondary goals with that is also to break 19 minutes in the 5K. And they seem super achievable, but I missed. For the first time in a long time, I missed two things that were important. With the times that I ran 5:12 and 19:22, there's certainly times to be proud of, but I missed really boils down to three things. The first thing was we essentially were homeless for about 7 or 8 weeks. A few weeks towards the end of 2017 and the first few weeks into 2018. We were really excited moving into 2018 because we had found a home that we really loved. We placed the offer, it was accepted. We were moving through the paperwork process pretty seamlessly on our side, passed through the inspections, until one little item came up, and then it became a bigger issue, and then the date just kept getting pushed out and pushed out and pushed out, and finally we had to pull out from the offer, and it hurt. I was definitely disappointed, but I know that we didn't have any peace over the way the process was moving. All by itself, I'm not asking for your sympathy, because hey, if you got a place to live, that's no problem. The problem is we gave up our apartment in this time period. And so what we were doing, we're living in various Airbnbs. Now, I think for some of you, you're probably say, oh, why did you just stay in one Airbnb over a period of time? Well, each time that there was a delay, we had to renew an agreement, and it was the holidays. Our residences were booking up very fast. We were in 4 different Airbnbs. Not an ideal situation for one person, certainly not an ideal situation for 2 people. And then when you add in a dog, it was definitely a really hectic time. And so anytime that I was able to get out for a run, whether it was in the cold or not, I was just grateful to just be out there. The first video that I made of the year was shot outside because I didn't want to film inside the folks' place that I was staying in for the Airbnb. It was during that time though that I definitely realized that a home isn't just the place where you live, it's where the people that care about you are. And so I had Jessica and Chester there, and so we were able to get through that period of time. Number 2, right training, wrong approach. I went into this year so excited. I came back from the Millrose games and I knew like the mile, this is gonna be my year. I was gonna not only break 5, but go much lower than that. And I jumped right into mile training. I spent a little bit of time doing some easy running just because the weather was cold. But once I put in I think maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks of just kind of easy running, I jumped straight into mile training. And that was the wrong thing to do. I should have probably gone back to doing 5K training, build that strength up, and then as the weather proceeded to get warmer, jump into the mile. Number 3 was the one that really threw me off, and that was running for the wrong reasons. You see, with all the different stresses that have taken place throughout the year, running for me became this escape where usually running means 3 things to me: movement, 2, connecting with other people, and then 3, being able to compete. Because it became this escape, I was less motivated to go train with other people. I was less motivated to go compete. And finally, I began to resent running a bit because some of the problems and things like that I were having, or just the stressors started to take over. And so I would be out for, doing some reps, and I'd be thinking about a problem that I need to solve. But what I recognized I needed to do was spend more time in prayer before I went and ran so that I could address the various items that were on my mind. So that way when I can run, I get back to running free. And so it wasn't until right around after that first mile race that I ran that I just started feeling free again. And honestly, I think it probably showed up a little bit in the videos. I just felt lighter. I felt like I was carrying less of a burden, and I was back to doing what it was that I wanted to do. Slowly but surely, I started finding my way back into the New York City running community. And right when I got into my groove, Jessica got a job opportunity. And so we moved to LA. Just before I left though, I got to make, to me, one of the most important videos I've ever made, and I'm not even in it. I wanted to be able to feature a number of different New York City running crews, people that I just found inspiring while I was out for the New York City Marathon. And so It wasn't until we got here and spent a little bit of time here. You know, I think some of you probably saw the video I did in Maui, spent some time away, that all three of those things started to make sense to me. You see, if I hadn't taken the time away to address running for the wrong reasons, I probably would have stopped. And if I wouldn't have got my training so wrong, I wouldn't have sought out a coach who I have now who is helping me get way faster. And if the house hadn't have fallen through, at the time that we were looking to purchase it, we wouldn't have been able to move to LA in the speed that we did. And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be filming from the house that we recently purchased. I just really wanted to take this time away to say to you guys that a relationship with God is dope, man. Specifically like through Jesus. And I've had this relationship for like 15 plus years, and I always wanted to be clear between you and I that all the good things in my life, 100% come from God. And not only can he help you out of a jam, he can help you find joy in really like small things, and he can also accelerate your life in ways that you cannot imagine. And before I made another video this year, I wanted you guys to understand that's where I'm coming from when I make these videos. New running videos are on the way, and I'll see you next time. Jordan Thomas, peace.